Oh shit! Yeah,
Look at
man,
these two.
Yeah.
Look at these two.
Yep. Just like those two, I got nothing to say. I got nothing.
Yeah, guys, you should have paid attention to the pre-show meeting.
Yeah,
We put all our good material in there.
like a stick of dynamite, like a short fuse. We got nothing left. I'm just gonna pray to God that I get through this show alive. If I just randomly hit in feed in the middle of this show, you will understand why. Cause I'm dead. I'm dead inside. Look at this thumbnail. Look at them. Look at them. That's all we got.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe. Ow, ow, ow!
Hey! Oh, check out the market, man. He should.
I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous.
Is that the real thumbnail?
Well, that was the other thumbnail. That was potentially the other potential thumbnail.
Yeah,
And
that's but that could be in any week. That was 5 years ago.
yeah, I know. And it was just an episode. There's just nothing happened.
I feel like stuff happened, you know. But Drew walking out any day of the week, even though I think he's never had a cover of our show.
Yeah, it's.
I feel like that fire behind him has had more intro, has been on the thumbnail of our show more than Drew McIntyre.
I think Drew's had
Fire.
one. I think Drew's had one when he won back the WWE title.
Maybe. I give him that. Congratulations, Drew.
Oh, there we are. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. A very somber, tired affair of the Manny and Marcus show. Marcus, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm Marcus the grand finale. Rawr. I'm just adding that into the intro because I'm delirious.
Oh, it's already going to be one of those shows.
Rawr. Here we go. This is that's that type of show, baby.
And I'm, of course, Lord Manny Hayes. Yeah,
Manny.
I'm hurting today.
Yeah. You know what? Let's start the show the way Raw wants to start. If we get a random Shane McMahon appearance, can we? Can we get a random Shane?
For no reason.
For no reason, just to say you're doing a good job. That's all I need.
That was his only thing about being on Raw that night.
Yeah.
Did the intro and he was gone.
Like, you know, he gave Adam Pearce pure credit for doing what everybody does in Elimination Chamber season. Like, there was nothing new. He was like, what a great idea, Adam. That was like me telling Manny going, Marcus, I'm thirsty. I'm like, Manny, go drink water. Duh! Like, no shit. He didn't do anything that changed the wheel. There weren't even qualifying matches.
Yeah, there was the only qualifying attribute to be in this match was you had to be a former WWE champion. So the participants are Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, The Miz, and Sheamus. I feel like they could have left out The Miz and thrown in Kofi Kingston.
See, you would throw out The Miz. I would have threw out Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy has nothing going for him. He has that Elias and Riker feud. There's nothing going with Jeff Hardy. Just get him out the match. No one's even alive. No one was even alive last time he was WWE champion. No one.
So
back in the 70s.
We go into the back where Drew asked Shane why he wasn't given a heads up about the Elimination Chamber. Drew, it's your fucking job. You knew the next pay-per-view was Elimination Chamber. You should have had some inkling that you might have been in a
What? Me?
Yeah.
Why me? It's not Roman. It's me. I'm not prepared. It's like Tom Brady not being ready for the Super Bowl. What? It's a game? We don't just become state champions or become champions? Bullshit, Drew. What you
Oh,
need a
wait.
heads up for?
Oh wait, the person that didn't back Tom Brady this year.
Who? Me?
You? Yeah.
I picked Tom Brady from the word jump.
No,
Even
my
against
brother.
my own team.
My brother,
Oh,
you
okay.
chose Cam. You put all your faith in Cam. Broken down Cam.
Who knew he was that broken down other than the entire world but me?
Jacoby Brissett had better legs than him.
Oh God. It was a terrible year for me. I didn't realize I was gonna lose that bad. But yeah, that motherfucker, man. Tom Brady.
And then so later on in the night, Sheamus asked Postman Pierce about the Elimination Chamber and points the finger at Pierce, asking him, "Do you not think I'm a draw? Is this why?"
Yes. Yes. That was my favorite compliment. Like, Drew was like, "Yeah, I'll fight you 1-on-1, man. You know, I'll give you a title shot, brother. You know, you're my friend." And then Jay was like, "What the fuck?" He gave me the match. I turned to my best friend for no reason, even though you were going to put me in a match for the title anyway. Fuck you, Pierce. Fuck you.
And then he pointed out the flaws in Pierce's thing where he claimed we, as in him and Shane, came up with the idea for the Elimination Chamber. No. Shane said it was your idea.
It's 100% yours. 100% yours. If Shane would have came with the idea, it would have been done in the basement of the Tampa Arena with no ropes and no rules, and there'd be hookers and blackjack. That's what would happen if Shane's idea. That's his Elimination Chamber.
So the opening match was AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy. So we've covered a lot of this in our pre-show meeting where for some reason this morning I enjoyed this. I may have been really tired while this was happening.
Let me tell you what I enjoyed about this match. That it ended. I did not want this. This was not the thing that I was like, okay, we start off with Shane coming out. I was like, all right, this is going to be that adrenaline spike I need to keep me up this morning to watch this show. And then I'm like, he says nothing. Okay. Let's get to the first match. Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. I went, no, God, no. I don't need this. Nothing too much can happen. I don't think anybody did a bad job. Jeff Hardy did a good job selling his leg. AJ worked the leg. But I did not need this match. It didn't make me go, I can't wait. You know what I needed, Manny? And I'm going to probably get struck by lightning for saying this. I needed Dynamite. I needed a tag match of some random kind with no rules being followed, people jumping over ropes, a Ray Phoenix dive that connects with nothing. I needed all of that.
There was a whole show of no. Oh, there was a tag match. Well, there was no tag match.
No, there's one.
Yeah, I kind of liked it because it was a revisit to their feud on SmackDown. But the real thing for me is that they've made AJ Styles to look ridiculously strong since the start of the year, and it's not going to pay off to anything.
Yeah, no. He should probably be the number one contender, as they keep bringing up. Since AJ has come to Raw, he's been practically unbeatable. Since joining with Omos, he is practically unbeatable with Coach Omos. And it's like, he's not going to win anything because the title is being held hostage by Drew. I don't even have an opponent for AJ coming up. Like, I can't see him going after Bobby's U.S. title. Even if Bobby loses, I can't see him fighting even Keith Lee. Maybe he'll fight Riddle.
Yeah.
I don't see anything where this is going. I would just give them the tag team titles, him and Almost. AJ Styles wrestles circles around somebody while Almost tags himself in like Matt Hardy and gets the pin.
So Chris has asked, what happens in pre-show meetings? Is it like those roundtables on WWE? Well, sign up to our Patreon to find out.
The extra bonus content. I'll tell you, pre-show meeting. Feared that the Fiend would show up on this show because we had to do another Fiend interview welcoming him back in our tired state. Yeah, that's what the pre-show meeting was.
So we get a backstage segment with Keith Lee and Riddle. Keith Lee believes he has what it takes to beat Bobby Lashley and Riddle, and believes Riddle was knocked senseless last week by Bobby Lashley. Riddle now sporting a black eye.
Yes. Can I ask the question of this? One, does those Air Bud movies actually exist?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Like, I don't know any of the times, but I'm going like, shit, he might be right. And two, Riddle is being the only person I feel like being screwed out of this U.S. title picture thing. For the simple fact, he won last week, even though he got his ass beat to death. To the point of unrecognition, where his mama didn't even recognize him. He still won that match. So I don't feel like Keith Lee should insert his fat ass into this.
Well, Keith Lee's going to do what Keith Lee does.
Talk very, very slowly.
But be very, very humble.
And very, very precise. I can imagine him with COVID and just being like, just in there, just like, talking even slower because he's coughing now.
Mia, give me some motherfucking skills.
But Keith, you can't taste. I don't need to taste the malevolent Skittles. like what are you talking about?
I thought you were gonna go with rainbow.
If I was awake, Manny, rainbow would have been it. Yes. But yeah, he would have just been in slow motion, coughing in the middle of it, and just, like even his coughs are in slow motion. Get it out!
Yeah, so the next match was the New Day versus Retribution, which was T-Bar and Slapjack. Yeah, the only interesting thing about this match was Mustafa Ali, that was on commentary, where he asked the question, when the New Day had all the championships, when does he get to eat? He was very angry during being on the on commentary.
And he sounded very hungry because he was talking about, I don't get to eat. What do I eat?
The New Day win the match with Daybreak and leave the ringside very quickly, with Woods demanding to face Reckoning.
We want Reckoning. We on our way to Reckoning. I believe there's nothing better than Xavier Woods gibberish, either in match, mid match, post match. Not when he's wrestling, but when he's like the sideline guy when E and Kofi are wrestling, when he's just screaming stuff. And the him talk about we want Reckoning is the greatest quote of his career.
To add to that, so I started listening to yesterday's New Day podcast. And he was saying, when this goes out today, if I don't get to face Reckoning tonight, just know I am going to be furious.
That's hilarious. He's due. He's due.
Yeah. Eric totally ignored me on Saturday when I asked him to do something black for Black History Month.
He showed up as a black man. What do you want, Chris?
That's a very vague statement, Chris.
You want me to show up as Black History?
What would you expect him to do?
Do you want him to do a book report of one of the famed black people who they were mistreated?
Speaking of,
yes,
completely off topic. I only saw it in the mid-card mess. Braun Strowman, racist? I don't think it's racist.
I feel like he's too stupid to be that racist. Like 13%. I never even heard that one, and I felt like I don't know. I feel like that. I didn't care enough. I'm not gonna call him a racist. I'm not calling him a racist. Because
the instant thing on the mid-card mess was, so do we cancel Braun Strowman now? And I'm just like,
don't think I will.
I don't think I will. I think that's a very stretch, because I didn't even get it, to be honest.
Well, there's 13% black people. He was saying that they were, or minorities or something, and he's saying they're irrelevant for whatever Randy was doing, and I feel like it didn't fit.
Yeah.
Because Randy was with Bad Bunny in the picture. I don't understand it. I didn't understand how it, like, the connection of race. Like, this is the time I'm going to throw a racial slur in there? Nah. Yeah. I don't make the connection. Next time, Brian. Next time he will, though.
Okay. So, I think this is your favorite segment of the night. It was Lacey Evans with Ric Flair.
Absolutely.
Ric Flair states that he doesn't take any orders from any woman. Check out his history. And then in brackets on these notes I wrote of divorce.
They served you the papers and you signed them, Rick. You lost your robes. You lost your robes, Rick.
Especially from his daughter, and he's not staying home. This is the part. So this part was funny. It was after this where I was just like, why did they give this man a live microphone? No one needs to hear these ramblings of an old man.
But it did feel like old Ric Flair, I felt like vintage Ric Flair. Like, I was like, this is what a 1970s Ric Flair would say at 70 years old. Like, young Ric Flair would look back and be like, damn, I'm still doing this. I still got it.
It just reminds me of that old Simpsons newspaper thing. Old man yells at cloud.
Yes. It was. He was just yelling at the world. Like, I was like, what is he talking about? And then my favorite part is that he talks all this shit about no one's telling him to stay at home and no woman can tell him what to do. First thing Charlotte does when she comes out is just hey, come sit on the rope for me. He goes over there and walks and get ready to sit on it. And Lacey goes, what the fuck are you doing?
So Lacey said she gives Rick the respect of a living legend he is, and she would never speak to her daddy like Charlotte has. They suggest that they should be a tag team, which I couldn't think of anything worse. Charlotte states she has been trying to protect the Flair legacy while he ruins it. If Lacey beats Charlotte, she's next in line against Asuka.
Yes. How did they make this announcement? I don't care. Like, Lacey has, like, if we were going by records and rankings, Lacey is in nobody's top 10 and has a very, very losing record. But I guess we beat Charlotte. Comes out. No matter how you win it. She didn't even win it clean. But they should have just formed a tag team. I feel like Charlotte was being a bitch and then formed a tag team to put the men of her family. Like, there was no beef here. There shouldn't be any beef here. We're the same. She's Charlotte 2.0. It's the same. We're the same.
Oh, so to follow up on what Chris wanted Eric to do, as in something black for Black History Month, make Kool-Aid and talk about his favorite black person. That is so bad.
I feel like we get banned from YouTube. Welcome to Black History Month. Kool-Aid smile with the grape.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now, guys, let's talk about the black community. No, I'm not watching this. And I get a dashiki drinking Kool-Aid. I don't want to see that shit.
So we get an Edge update. Edge is basically drawing out his decision, so we will wait till after the chamber.
He may as well got a whiteboard and a marker and said, drawing this out. I am going to milk this into WrestleMania season.
I don't like the way Chris phrased that, to be honest.
No. I pay tribute to let me tell you how I pay tribute to the blacks in the world. All right, this is how I pay tribute to the blacks in Black History Month. I'm alive. That's what it is. I'm a survivor. We are survivors. We barely made it through the fire. Still trying to survive.
I have something to say about Black History Month. I don't understand why America has 1 month and then everywhere else is a following of a month. I feel like they should all combine and have a specific month, not the shortest month of the year, February, which is America.
Yeah.
I think the UK one when we do it is either October or November.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a Black History Month so it's in October and it's like Black History Month. Is it called the same thing?
Yeah, but I think in the UK they do it in October, or at least my company does theirs in October, because my company currently
it's racist.
the month of February is for Pride.
Okay. I was like, oh, we're going to do it in Halloween. Everybody with blackface.
It's just quite dangerous.
All I want to say, my one thing about Black History Month is that it could be better on all different parts. I don't think it's actually a thing. I think it's just something like it's all this Black history. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Martin Luther King, but it's so much bad history you don't go over. We're gonna talk about the good shit.
Yeah.
Well, what about all the bad shit for all the years of slavery and oppression that we had to go through, but it's never covered. And let's not talk about this on Raw, because Raw doesn't deserve the Black History Month edition, alright? Next episode, The Fiend is getting We'll talk about Black History Month.
So, Edge puts The Miz in his place, stating The Miz has been content with being awesome, and basically said, that's cute. He did that 20 years ago.
Yep. So when's The Miz cashing this shit in?
He needs to do it soon.
Now, is he allowed to get eliminated from the Elimination Chamber and then cash in and come back into the Elimination Chamber?
To be honest, I would do that.
Oh, fuck! I took the Claymore. I'm cashing my shit in right now.
It'd be the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
Or cash it in at WrestleMania, but lose it. That would be interesting.
That'd be sad. That'd be a tragic day. That'd be a bad night.
So El Luchador said the month of June is now the Manny and Marcus Untitled Show History Month. We ain't got much history.
That time when we lost connection. That time when Marcus was living in his car. That time Manny chose a thumbnail that wasn't involving clickbait. It was actually.
I've done that a couple of times. Don't try and say it's always clickbait.
Manny, you're the clickbait fool. That's all I'm saying. It was determined by Montez with the red cups.
Yeah, and I don't see him. I don't even see that other guy. What's his name? That we were feuding with. I forgot his name all this time. Chad. I don't see him around.
I fear Chad is in jail for marching on the Capitol. I feel like that's where Chad's at. AEW is better! As he's getting raped in prison.
Oh, Marcus. Lucha pointed out the dancing girls on the show.
Oh, man. They were...
That was all you. That was all you.
Oh, that was a great episode.
Chris said the dancing girls was the best. Can I point out, that was the debut of the Raw Underground as well.
Good times.
So, the next match was Damian Priest with Bad Bunny versus Angel Garza. This was basically a squash match, but I'm starting to fear that, Damian's going to lose his first name.
Is he going to be called Priest or Damian? Oh, well,
Priest.
he's going to lose the Damian part.
He's going to be Priest. And then, with 2 weeks in a row with Bad Bunny essentially helping him win, does that hurt him to the Raw audience? Because we know what he can do on NXT, but like a Raw audience that doesn't watch NXT.
Yeah, but I feel like his Bad Bunny's interference was a counteraction to the Miz and Morrison, who were blatantly cheating, and the referee did not control shit. Like, for some reason, he would turn around and argue with Bad Bunny while the Miz and Morrison pulled knives and guns out on fucking Damian Priest. Like, burn him with the hot poker! Burn him with the hot poker! He doesn't see it coming.
Okay, and then I also learned, so we've got Bad Bunny allegedly training to wrestle now, apparently.
Yeah.
We've also got the announcement of Bow Wow.
Bow Wow announced himself into this.
Yeah.
T-Bar's coming after him. But T-Bar goes after everybody.
Well, he went after Gronk as well on social media, and that was really funny.
Yeah. Like, are you still active? If not, good game.
Yeah.
Good first half or whatever. T-Bar is probably the best follow on Twitter in the wrestling fans because he just talks shit.
And then there's more talk that is it Cardi B that might be involved?
Cardi B will be involved. So they're going after the Latino urban younger community with hip hop stars of every generation, or not every generation, the newer generation. And you know what? Good luck for doing that. I don't know. I feel like Cardi would be a bigger asset than Bad Bunny because I feel like Cardi will be better on the mic.
Yep. And then, so we get Bianca Belair, Chris's favorite, basically deliver the same promo she did on SmackDown with the input of Asuka instead of Sasha Banks.
Yeah, and Asuka seemed to be fine with it. She's a threat. But I feel like she didn't say Asuka's name. She had so much respect to go challenge Asuka. Asuka would fuck me up. Sasha Banks, I would say you by name.
That was the interesting part. It was I preferred this because I didn't get the Sasha Banks weird accent on SmackDown. I don't know what she was trying to do. I don't know what she was trying to do on SmackDown.
I feel like Sasha was drunk. I feel like whenever Sasha cuts a promo, she's legally drunk. And I feel like she was really drunk on Raw today. Her and Reginald were drinking wine in the back, completely drunk.
Is WWE starting a celebrity brand? I don't think they are. I think they're just trying to capture a wider audience.
The question is, Chris, would you watch if they created NXT Celebrity? Starring Bad Bunny, Cardi B. And then you just go down the list of people you've never heard of.
I'd watch it. It'd be awful, but I'd watch it.
What's the Tiger King guy boyfriend who looks like Batista would be on there and shit? And
like, the one that fixed up his teeth.
Yeah, he shouldn't have did that. He lost everything. But I would watch the show just to see how bad it is. I know Hulk Hogan had his celebrity wrestling show that we attended in the audience, and it was god awful, absolutely terrible, and it was a total shit show. just fucked for the work show. But I would still watch NXT Celebrity.
So we move on to the best match of the night. Riddle versus Keith Lee. Really good match. Both look really good in this match. There's numerous spots where I thought Keith Lee has clearly been going to big boy camp.
Yep.
And it's been paying off because he is wrestling a little bit more like a big guy and not taking too many like bumps, unnecessary bumps, which I feel like Rhea Ripley will need to do once she starts moving when she moves.
These little strikes that he seemed to be playing with, like he didn't sell those like as much as he used to. Like I feel like he learned how to sell it, and I want to give credit to Drew Gulak and I guess Adam Pearce and whatever and almost.
The one thing I have a problem with is Michael Cole, Grizzly Magnum. We know about it every time Keith Lee wrestles. Why does he seem so surprised like he has to inform the other two on the desk with him that they've never seen it before?
No, he has to inform everybody. He calls that Grizzly Magnum. And then listens to the camera. I know. He does it every week. And it's just a chop. It's not like Baron Corbin's Deep Six. I would love him to do that for every move that is a signature move. He calls that Deep Six. Mm-hmm. But
it ain't even Michael Cole. It was Todd, didn't it? Todd Phillips. Tom Phillips.
Yeah. It's the same guy.
El Luchador says, I've watched Keith Lee versus Ishii on YouTube the other day. Do you know what? There's times where I just watch an Ishii match and I'm just like, this man should be dead for the numerous things he does.
All he's doing is fighting people. There's a goddamn shoot fight broke out in the wrestling match. And they're just punching each other in the throat. And he's a stone-faced pit bull. And the reason he is because he's been in so many damn fights. Stop fighting people, Ishii. Stop it. That's one guy I would like to see in WWE for no reason.
I wouldn't. I
feel like it wouldn't work.
The style wouldn't work there.
It wouldn't work. And I was seeing for that. Being like, this is Ishii now? And now he's chasing the 24/7 title.
They'd make Ishii that, back in the day, what was his name? Eric called me at one point, and we called him racist. Hakushi.
Oh.
They'd make Ishii Hakushi.
I would like to see Ishii go from the stone-faced pit bull to the pillow-faced puppy. Like, that's what he would become.
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy Ishii matches, but yeah, he should stay in New Japan unless we can get one of those. Do you remember that, when we had Tyler Breeze versus what was his name?
You're talking
Yushin Thunder Liger.
Yushin Thunder Liger? Yeah.
Yeah. If we could get a one-off match like that with Finn Balor and Ishii.
Yeah.
Great.
Can I tell you that's the strangest one-off in the history of WWE?
Yeah.
NXT, Tyler Breeze, Yushin Thunder Liger. Why? Because Yushin Thunder Liger.
Because why? That's why.
That's why. Just take it, all right? Take what you get. And I think Yushin Thunder Liger may have won.
So Bobby Lashley takes them out both at the end of the match, and it looks like it's going to be a triple threat, and I feel like Keith Lee may be taking the pin in this.
Ooh.
Unless Riddle signed.
Ooh.
If Riddle signed, Riddle may take the pin, and we may see Keith Lee as a new US champion.
I'm going to tell you this. I believe Riddle signed. I don't trust these dirt sheets on these wrestler contracts, because if I had Riddle and he was dangling on a contract or whatever, he wouldn't be on my TV featured every week. He is featured every week in prominent roles in big matches. Every single week. Whether it's against Sheamus or Keith Lee or Bobby Lashley or some kind, and he's cutting promos. They wouldn't dare just have him randomly, oh, what are we going to do with Riddle? I think he clearly resigned, and I never trusted dirt sheet when it comes to contracts.
And then
he resigned 7 years ago. Oh,
and then the end of my notes for this match, I keep thinking Keith Lee's role in WWE going forward is going to be similar to how they booked Mark Henry.
That's racist.
But true.
Yeah, he's the new Mark Henry / the new Samoa Joe.
Yeah, that's all I can see that them doing that for Mark Henry. Is like booking him like Mark Henry, where he's the guy to go to when there's no one else.
Well, yeah, I can see him. Yeah, I can actually see him getting a big title shots and stuff. But do I see him actually making a big impact in this company? Unless he moves to SmackDown, I don't see it.
Yeah, I that's the thing, and it's just like the amount of times I just see people go like, "Oh, he won't get over till like not while Vince is there." I just don't see it at the moment either. Like when you look at the casual fan, so like we take Raphael as the as the spokesperson for the casual fan, and
the congressional casual fan. I don't know. I can't think of a name.
Yeah, he as he puts it, he just sees him as a fat man, and I think that's what a lot of the casual audience will see him as.
Well, you saw how the casual fans jumped on Chris Jericho.
Yeah. Well, I got a little bit more irritated by seeing him at the Super Bowl with his pictures.
What about with Cody and Brandy?
What, were they at their thing as well?
Yep.
I didn't see it.
And she's pregnant. Ooh. But I thought this was a good story for Keith Lee. I think Riddle has the bigger upside than Keith Lee. Riddle delivers on most of his matches. He has a personality. I just don't know where they're going with him. I would never make him the champion.
Do you know what an interesting thing about Riddle having a personality is? Apparently the backstage thing is people... Vince McMahon likes Riddle, but he just doesn't understand the Riddle character, but thinks it's funny anyway.
I can imagine him just going like, yeah, that's great. That's good shit. That's funny. I'm sure that's funny. That's funny, right, guys? Is it? Airbutt? I've never seen that fucking dog, but that's got to be the shit right there, right?
I just remember those shows being on, not those shows, those movies being on the random movie channels every now and then. It's like Airport 4? He's playing basketball? What?
Oh, he's playing soccer now?
Okay.
I just every time I go to the Walmart, I feel like there was a new Air Bud movie.
Straight to DVD.
Straight to DVD, right next to the M&Ms of somebody that carried it all the way to the cashier and going, nah, I don't think I'm getting it today.
So the next match was the tables match between Lana and Nia Jax. And when Nia Jax landed on the ring apron and missed the leg drop, I believe that was the funniest thing and the best thing Nia Jax has ever done in the company.
If we were doing a 5-star scale for this one, Nia Jax would have got a star just for her falling on that apron and screaming, "Oh my hole!"
Marcus, if I really could, I would take that 22 kilobytes of gold from you.
Manny, and I'm going to throw this in here. This was probably one of the best Nia Jax matches, and I didn't see that coming. It's Nia versus Lana. They kept it simple. Nia looked like a monster, played the, I guess, big woman, wrestled like a big woman, completely strong. Lana got beat like a rag doll. No one was hurt. It ended in a sensible way that she hurt her hole and was thrown and pushed to a table and was carried out with medical attention.
I did have to go back and listen to that because I didn't. I was like, it was like 10 in the morning at that point. I was like, did I hear that? Did she say that? And I believe she did.
Now, apparently, from what I read on the internet, like 1 minute before we came on the show,
that everyone wants the whole story.
Yeah. Is that WWE has edited that out, and people are now saying we want justice for the whole. Bring the whole back.
They want the whole truth.
Yeah, they want the whole truth.
So Lana wins this match by pushing Nia Jax into the table, and I just found it funny that this is the only interesting thing Miro's done since leaving WWE, where he tweeted Nia finally got the push she deserved.
Now, Manny, can I say, what you being saying, this is the only thing interesting Miro's did? One, I never thought in 2021, if you told me, showed me a crystal ball, Nia Jax Lana match, better than anything Miro/Rusev is doing anywhere, in any company, would you cry out bullshit, or would you accept that as fact if this was the year 2019?
I would.
Primer.
Thing is, if you look back at it now, if you were to say that, you would think Rusev's got a massive upside in comparison to what Lana's been doing. Yes. So in 2019, I would have called bullshit.
That they probably put on the segment of the week. Like, that's gonna be a tough segment to beat.
Well,
like,
the thing is,
Riddle and them had a great match, but segment memorable? I'm never gonna forget this shit.
Well, the thing is now, the fact that they've removed that bit from YouTube,
yes,
it's only going to pick up more traction.
Yes. Nia Jax, who has been 100% hated, probably next to Charlotte Flair, but probably hated even more than that. The most hated woman in wrestling for sure, probably, is now being cheered for one line and one moment in her career.
And it was quite funny where I think I saw the tweet from Naomi where she went, I woke up this morning and there was one thing on my mind. Nia Jax hole.
Fantastic. It's fantastic. This led to an impromptu match between Shayna and Naomi.
Yeah, unnecessary. Unnecessary.
This felt like a Raw episode from 3 weeks ago in the middle of this. Like, I'm going to say Raw was solid, but then randomly in this show, we get Raw from 3 weeks ago, which we're going to double down on a segment.
It was like Shayna in control of this match, decides to go outside and beat up Lana, and then when he gets back in the ring, Naomi picks up the roll-up win. Unnecessary.
It's necessary for Black Daddy to keep getting wins. Black Daddy got another win. And the difference between Natty and Black Daddy wins.
Because Naomi deserves better.
Yeah. And you people did it. Anybody that complains that Naomi beat Sheamus, Shayna this week, need to understand that you asked for Naomi deserves better, and she is getting better, and she beat Shayna clean in the ring. Well, kind of clean because Shayna went crazy for a bit. Beat the shit out of Lana for no reason. Who is as resilient as Darby Allin at this point? Because not only was she through that table match, but got her ass beat by now holeless Nia Jax, the unholy Nia Jax,
The unholy Nia Jax.
The unholy Nia Jax. She got an ass whooping from Shayna too, and was able to walk away. Good times to be a wrestling fan.
Then we get Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre again. Match was okay, but Raw. Sheamus tries to get Drew with the bro kick, but then gets Randy instead, and then eats a Claymore, and that's Raw.
Side quest for Randy? Third? I feel like he's branching into times. Now he's feuding with Sheamus. You ruined it for me, Sheamus. No, stay back, Randy.
Holy moly.
That was a hole in one.
Well, that was the whole show.
Nia Jax woke up to the band Hole this morning, if anybody's heard of them.
No, who's heard of them?
Don't worry about it, all right? In my demographic, which you're also in.
I'm in your demographic.
Yeah. But there's a band called Hole. I can't even tell you what song they sing or what they ever done. But I do know, I think it's a grunge or an emo band known as Hole. That's from me watching MTV in the 90s. That's why I know this.
Well, that was Raw. Thanks to El Luchador and Chris for keeping us company in the chat. And I think Grunsmith was here at some point. I think he's left to carry on watching the impeachment, which I didn't even know was on.
It's going on. And, impeachment 2. Where more shit is not going to get done. It's just like, like, none of your evidence. Watch this footage. Okay. We're going to go like a week of this. See how much we can get out of this.
Nia had a Titus O'Neil moment. I don't think she did. I think this is bigger than the Titus O'Neil moment.
Yep. I mean, yeah, this is the whole shebang. Like that's what this was. And Titus fell in Saudi Arabia, which isn't even canon. It's not even canon. That is a what if edition. It's not even real. This happened on national TV.
Yeah, and I guarantee you only like 1.5 million people saw it in the States.
Yeah. Now, here's my question about this whole Nia Jax, because I'm fascinated. Do you think she comes back next week and does the same thing again?
I guarantee you Vince will have a bandage on the hole.
I want her in a walker. I want her in a walker walking around with Shayna as tag team champions.
And then when she sits down, they put down the donut.
Yeah, they put down the donut and some ice. Ooh.
I feel like she's done that numerous times. I've never, although
she's never reacted like this.
Although people should react more like that, though.
Okay, what's going to be more over? Becky Lynch, who Nia punched in the face, got bloodied, and concussed, and led her to superstardom, as I like to say, or Nia Jax's hole? What's going to be more over?
The Becky Lynch thing is iconic. You can make shirts of that. You can't make a shirt of "Oh my hole."
You can't. You wouldn't buy that shirt that says "Oh my hole."
No.
I would buy that shirt that says "Oh my hole" because then would ask people, "What is this about?" Check out the back. It's Nia Jax falling on her ass.
Like, who's Nia Jax?
The Rock's cousin. Oh shit!
Now all The Rock needs to do is make a whole joke directed at Nia, and and it was and rocket strap.
Yep. Nia becomes champion, gets that 5-star match at Mania Manny wins the title, and history is corrected. I can imagine the WWE documentary 24 Untold Chronicle. Nia, the most hated wrestler in the history of wrestling. / the greatest wrestler of all time. Due to one hole. Because of a hole. To be honest.
Well, that's the end of the show, guys.
I would call the documentary a hole. Nia Jax story.
But will it be a hole in one?
It's a hole in one.
Could they fit the whole kitten and caboodle? I'm getting all these from, if anyone remembers the film from ages ago, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Where it was just like, for the whole kitten caboodle, for the whole bag of marbles, for the whole. Oh man, that is probably one of my favorite films as a child growing up.
Okay,
and I don't even like baseball, but that was one of my favorite films ever.
That was not a baseball movie. It was a kids movie disguised around baseball. Where every know my problem with all those kids movies is that one of the players got to bang the kid's mom. Always happens. Mighty Ducks, Rookie of the Year, Little Big League, all the same thing.
I'm just remembering the first time I've ever heard the phrase "funky butt loving" from Rookie of the Year when he has his arm like that and then they do the move your arm and then he slaps him so hard. Great, one of the best children's films ever.
Yeah. All right. Do you think which one do you prefer? Did you ever see Little Big League? I feel like that's the competition.
What's Little Big League?
Little Big League was when the kid becomes not only the owner of the Minnesota Twins, but also makes himself the manager in some weird power trip that the MLB apparently authorized.
I think I've seen that. But the only other one I'm remembering is The Sandlot.
Oh, The Sandlot, yeah. But those are kids in kid situations. I'm talking about kids, like a Like Mike kind of situation. Speaking of Bow Wow, where a kid is playing professional sport for no reason.
Chris asked, is ABW coming back Saturday?
You got one yesterday!
Yeah, you got a massive one yesterday. Go watch it. It's the one where Eric looked like he got caught masturbating.
Shantae, no!
I'm playing with my Switch. Little Giants was a good film.
Little Giants was a good film, yep. Ed O'Neill was a dick, but he was responsible dick. But you know what's my favorite kids movie, sports movie, or moment? And I feel like it is the moment where shit got too real. It was in Bad News, the original Bad News Bears, where the opposing yes, where the opposing team's dad in his nuts hanging out shorts come out and slaps his son on the mound for throwing out another kid, and the entire game stops. And I'm like, oh my god, this is too real.
That's your moment where it got too real.
That shit got real at that moment, because like, oh man, like in that era of the 70s, you could get away with shit like that. That dude would be canceled or in jail today. Today, he was just looked at as like, what? I'm the bad guy, you know. Come on. So
for me, my favorite, I think my favorite will still always be Mighty Ducks. Whenever I play an NHL game, so me and my friends used to play NHL 3-on-3, which was back on the Xbox 360. We were ranked like maybe 17th in the world at one point.
Damn.
But there'd be occasional mess about game where you'd go behind the thing and yell, "Flying V!"
Yep. All the time, whenever I play any hockey game, I'm going like, we're going to put a flying V on their ass right now. Quack, quack, quack. Shit can't work.
Lucha Dog said Heavyweights was his favorite.
Oh, Heavyweights is great.
Is that the one where they just hide food all the time? It was like
Fat Camp. That's Fat Camp, yeah. Ben Stiller's best role. I feel like it's basically, he's playing the same character basically he did in Dodgeball, but as a dick health instructor. And it's nothing better than watching him fight the fat kids at like the end toward the end of the movie.
No, I still feel like Ben.
He like does his chop and it goes like that to one of the fat kids' knees. I'm like, oh, I fucked him up.
I still feel like one of the best films Ben Stiller did is always going to be Zoolander.
Oh, yeah, tremendous. Tremendous.
Chris, if
Gasoline
you really want
celebration.
us to do ABW, if you want a particular topic, you better send an email regarding it. because it's probably not going to happen unless it's prompted.
Yeah. Due to time constraints.
You're working this Saturday, aren't you?
No, I should be off. I will be off.
I will be.
I will be. And then it's like, next time you see me, I'm in my car. Hey, Manny, I'm up north. It's Saturday. Why are you in San Francisco? I don't know. I just woke up here. I think I was kidnapped.
It was the Fiend, damn it. It was the Fiend.
The Fiend carried me to San Francisco.
You realize if that happened, the mask has to come with you. Like, you realize that, right?
Yeah.
Like, the
Anytime
most
we-
viewed video of the last few months for unexplained reasons.
The Fiend. The Fiend travels to San Francisco. It's just me going through all the sites. All right, let's end this show. I gotta go to sleep. What am I doing? What are we doing? Let's end this show. I gotta go to sleep.
Well, this has been the very tired episode of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, where we've managed to give you 50 minutes of content.
No, we gave you 40 minutes of Raw and 10 minutes of talking about children's movies.
Quality children's sports movies. And I've left out one major one, Marcus.
Okay, go ahead.
Cool Runnings.
There's no children involved in there.
There is. That little one that run the little ones that run up to
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. They do the boxcar race or whatever. That's bullshit, Manny. You can't do that. My favorite thing about Cool Runnings is finding out the history of Cool Runnings and how they made the Swiss team to be so evil in that movie, but they were the most generous people to them.
I don't know, why did they do the Swiss one? They could have done anyone. They could have done the Germans or something.
Yeah, do the Germans. Everybody know the Germans. Everybody hates the Germans for the whole World War II thing.
Or even like, what was the evil team in Mighty Ducks 2? Iceland.
German.
No,
They were
Iceland.
Yeah, they were Iceland. Yeah, there were some cold motherfuckers. They were saying if there was a team that said "fuck your kids," it was that Iceland team because they were beating the shit out of them kids.
But I was like, that Iceland team was like a plain grown ass men.
I saw a 40-year-old like on the last leg of his career in that one.
I remember seeing Keenan in that. I mean, he was like what, 12?
Yeah, getting fucked up by grown ass men in the Olympics.
And on that note, this has been the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I've been Manny, Lord Manny Hayes. He's been
Marcus, the grand finale. Go Iceland. Fuck those kids. There we go. That's Iceland. Then we asked them, hey, you gonna fuck up them kids? Yeah, we gonna fuck up them kids. That'd be so much fun. Who are we playing against? We're playing against 12-year-olds. Bulk them up. They're gonna enter our ice.